Hello hackers, I'm Ryan and I have been hacking things my whole life. I hope you're doing well. It is Saturday, it's nice outside, finally cooled down, and we're going to talk about 3D printing today. I'm going to give you 6 different ways that you can make money with 3D printing in 2020. I know it's 2019, but I thought I'd be ahead of the times, you know. So we're going to talk about 6 different ways you can make money. I'm going to share some really secrets of my success that I've had on eBay with my skateboard lights, what I'm going to do with those, and how I enjoy actually printing them, and the cost of all the types of things, and also what you're getting back and websites and stuff like that. But I have other videos covering different things, but if you're new to this channel, I am a digital designer. I have another channel that I go over how to design things. I have over 20 years in the design world and I share it all for free, so subscribe to that other channel down below or over there somewhere. But today is about making money with 3D printing. So there's 6 ways to do that. We're gonna go over those right after this. So the very first print that I've ever made that I didn't really make money at, but I learned a ton of information from, is I replicated this nuclear power plant. And where did that go? That went on a trophy. Number 1, you can print on demand. That's the most obvious one, print on demand. The next one that you're gonna wanna go into is print part of a design path, like the design process, which means you're offering the design service. You're actually saying, hey, I'll design your concept, but part of it is I provide a prototype. So you don't really 3D print, you offer that as part of your process. So, hey, you have a napkin sketch, I can make that into a physical object. You really don't talk about 3D printing. The next one is you want to educate people, okay? So just like this YouTube channel, I'm not really making much money doing it right now, but I'm actually doing it because I love it, but maybe someday I will. So listen. Education is huge. You could make an e-learning course. You could sell different tools that educate people on learning 3D printing. So you can contact a design company and you can offer that as a service and say, hey, I will do all of your prototyping. Actually, a friend of mine here in Raleigh did that, and they became the go-to person for all of their prototyping, and so they didn't have to worry about going to look for business. Basically, you say, hey, I have 3 printers running right now. I can provide that for you, and so then maybe the money gets a little bit higher. Making props for film and for video and for theater, okay? So connecting up with each one of these places, like the theater, someone that makes video, and someone that does a whole full-blown movie, is someone that they want to have ready at hand to make a prop. So if there is any type of workshop or any type of theater workshop or acting camp, you're going to want to connect up with them to be their outside vendor for props for that. The 6th thing that you're going to want to do is come up with your own product and make your own product in-house. This way that you can actually do market studies. You can say, okay, I'm going to check, it's like what I did with my skateboard lights. I'm going to check and see whether or not if this actually sells, and if it sells, I'm going to adapt it. Maybe someone has an issue with it. You fix it, print it in a stronger material, and then what you do is you offer them a refund or you warranty the product. Hey, I'm going to send you out a new one, and you can reiterate with that. That's exactly what I did with my skateboard lights, and I finally got a really good version that works. By the way, the skateboard lights have a bash guard on the front, so I combine the bash guard with the lights. I just got them from Harbor Freight. They're around 100 lumens each. They go on each side. Number 1, you're going to want to build relationships, not your business, the first year. Focus in on the humans that could potentially use your stuff, but don't do a hard sell. You know, after you got your things going after about a year, make sure that you have business cards and stuff like that. But focus on relationships between printing services. Go to your local copy machine. Tell Kinko's what you do. Let people know what you do, but don't sell the actual thing. Make sure that people know that you 3D print in your local city. Okay, the next thing. Always be experimenting. You're going to be wanting to keep this a smooth oiled machine. So Google always lets its employees, or used to let them, experiment on Fridays. I believe that's how Gmail was born. So understand that probably some of your best ideas are going to happen with you just messing around. Isn't that fun? Inside of your maker shop or closet or whatever else you have, home office, and just experiment even if you have a product. It keeps your supplies going, it keeps the filament there, it keeps the machines oiled up and stuff like that. I'm looking over at my 6 steps. Okay, next thing is Arthur Ashe says, the first African American to win the US Open, says that use with what you have with where you are. If your 3D printer is something used for $100, use that. Because everything that I'm talking about keeps things moving up and down keeps things not moving up and down, but keeps things cycling to end up making a profit doing 3D printing. Okay, use what you have where you're at. Get an inexpensive printer, create with what you have. Don't worry about the big picture, the big business picture. Just get things moving. Always have one product on hand, okay? I got burnt by this. Make sure that you don't put a product on eBay and you're on vacation, or maybe you have school, or maybe you have a day job. Make sure that you, even though you're printing on demand, make sure that if you list a product, make sure it's ready to go inside the box. Don't play any roulette with that. We are in the day of shipping, on-demand shipping. You're going to want to make sure that you have that product on order. Okay, test market your product. In the book 4-Hour Work Week by Timothy Ferriss, he talks about test marketing everything on Craigslist and eBay. There's no sense creating a product, getting excited about something, overly excited, unless you test market. Make sure that you test market that product. For the first year or even 2 years, focus in on the operations of the business. Make sure that you have an assembly area for the table. Make sure that your filament is stored properly. Make sure that you understand how the 3D printer works. Focus in on the operations of your business. And what that means is this. When I started 3D printing these lights, this is the bash guard here. This goes in the front end of a skateboard. Here's a dollar light I bought from Harbor Freight inside of this little package. And I repurposed an existing flashlight into a product. And now when people are driving down the street, they can see these. And I had one return, which means what a return is. I gave them a new product that was better designed, but I didn't profit on these at the beginning because I was just keeping my operation going. So focus in on just enjoying and understanding the process, but don't try to kill the profit margins. You won't sell things like that at first. You need to build up a name, and a product needs to have some marketing behind it before you go crazy. So you may just break even. So those are the 6 steps. Those are the 6 ways. I hope this helps you out. Whatever you do, make something that connects someone. Take care. If you have any ideas for videos or anything, leave them below. Make sure you subscribe and like. Love you.